Okay, just a quick one, hopefully. Um, and that is, it's finally appeared in the mainstream media, the notion of Derek Warwick, the great white hope himself, having a conflict of interest in the sport of Formula One. That being that he's employed as a steward and he has links with Honda. So that is a clear conflict of interest. Now, this guy on Twitter is a legend, Sir Archie Bradley. There, his tweet says, "This Derek Warwick news is not the first scoop by Aaron Francis. He previously and exclusively reported the start of the Second World War in 1959 and the Kennedy assassination in 1985. The 16-year-old has a great journalistic career ahead of him." So basically, what he's referring to is this is only just being spoken about by mainstream media, whereby the Susie Toto Wolf conflict of interest allegations have been highlighted, and inevitably other conflicts of interest are coming to light that have previously been ignored, including former Formula One driver Derek Warwick, his role as a race steward, and his close connection to the Honda Motor Company. The conflict of interest was first revealed by Formula One pundit Aaron Francis, who highlighted it on his Formula One show on YouTube last month. Thanks for that, Aaron. So you can find that article and you can read that article. This is Aaron, the esports pundit. Aaron Francis first picked up on Derek Warwick's conflict of interest. Well done for you, Aaron. A month ago. Excellent work. This is his channel, Tactical Rab. Now he's got another YouTube channel with about 100 odd thousand subscribers, where he's big into the online gaming discussions and commentary, or whatever that's all about. But this is his Formula One channel, where he's got 34.3 thousand subscribers, and I've watched some of his videos a while back, and heaven knows how 34,000 people have chosen to follow that. But it's a strange old world. It's a strange old world. But just for some context, young Aaron here, the lad that managed to reveal that a month ago, I'll come to it in a second and tell you the exact time where it's been spoken about, which I'm not going to claim I was the first, but I'll show you some timescales. Now, I want to show you this one. The Bond film, Tomorrow Never Dies. No media company would ever do that, would they? Now, if you've not seen it, Tomorrow Never Dies. Elliot Carver, I think, is the baddie. Owns a media company, and what they do, they start wars. They create conflict. The media company start wars, create conflict, so that they, the media company, make money by reporting on it. No media company would ever do that. They never start a war by starting a controversy, by manufacturing a sporting outcome to create controversy, to then earn money. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Nobody could have ever thought of that, could they, back in February 2022? So when it all comes, when Aaron reveals that, in 3 years' time, well done you, Aaron. Well done you. But again, this is the level of insight of people, because that post got 4 reactions, one of which was a laughing face emoji. Pete Thompson here, this insightful lad. Hey Alexa, can you translate? You don't understand, mate. If you don't understand, not a problem. Not a problem. Rather than ridicule, best to stay silent until you gain some understanding. But no. Let's just ridicule. Let's do that. Andrew Benson. Was I calling out Andrew Benson back in February 2022? Probably before. Why would I have been doing that? Would that be because I've been trying to contact him, contacting the BBC, explaining the full scale of the corruption that we were seeing, and Benson wasn't reporting it? Okay, so we then get, what's this? Oh, it's a Honda dealership. Oh, Derek Warwick's Honda dealership, 26th of February 2022. How many months ago is that? About 23 months ago. Something like that, isn't it? 23 months ago. But oh, tactical rab there, Aaron Francis, he revealed it a month ago. Well done you, Aaron. Well done you. So, you know, if we extrapolate this time scale, oh, here's another one. Here's the other Power of Dreams Honda, 26th of Feb 2022. Like I say, probably wasn't the first. But young Aaron there, he's revealed it, and mainstream media have finally picked up on something. Mainstream media finally reporting that something's amiss in Formula One. Who'd have thought? So, to all the people, to all the non-believers that maybe now you've seen something in mainstream media, maybe now you've seen this article that young Aaron here alerted the media to, right? Okay, maybe you believe that Warwick's now got a conflict of interest. You wouldn't believe it back in February 2022, but now that it's been reported in mainstream media, maybe just now you'll start believing, okay? But you won't believe that Abu Dhabi was fixed yet. You won't believe that, don't worry. You'll only believe that in another 4 years when the time scale, the statute of limitations has expired and the criminals involved can no longer be punished for it, when the media will then reveal it. You'll believe it then when you see it in the media, the fact that Abu Dhabi was fixed. And it wasn't only fixed by the FIA, because it was fixed by the FIA, but they were being controlled. They were being controlled by a much higher power. They were just used as the people capable of breaking the rules because they're in charge of the rules. Every single Formula One team was complicit in their actions. F1 TV knew about it because that is how they directed and constructed their footage. Sky Sports knew about it because that's how they tailored their commentary. Red Bull knew about it because that is how they perpetrated their crime. So there was a suggestion put to all the teams by someone, most likely that company that controls the media rights to the show, that grew in value by $4.8 billion in 2021 and wanted to see continued growth, and all teams benefited from that growth, with the value of their teams increasing from around about $500 million to $1.9 billion. So they all had a vested interest in retaining an audience and growing an audience. So it was suggested to them, shall we try to ensure where possible that this race ends as a racing finish? And so all the teams would have nodded their head and said, oh yes, that sounds like a good plan. We don't want to lose supporters by them not understanding that a safety incident can cause the racing to stop, and if that means that the race has to end behind the safety car, so be it. Some fans won't like that, so let's do our best to end as a racing finish. And then what happened was the manipulation, because you can't end a race as a race if the rules and regulations don't permit that, and they didn't. So regardless of your opinions, the facts are this happened. The sport contrived it as a whole entity. The sport of Formula One fixed the 2021 outcome. Now, you might not like it. You can't hear this at this stage of your lives. Like I said, 4 years' time, after, I believe it's a 6-year statute of limitations for punishing the perpetrators. After that, oh yeah, that was a historic crime. We won't punish you now. We won't do you for fraud now. Okay, so it's all okay. The media is okay to reveal this to the public because no one's going to get punished. That's when you hear about it. That's when you believe it. But maybe old tactical Rab there will be able to influence the media to make them report it sooner. Who knows? Anyway, sooner or later, more and more people will wake up and realise that the media is full of shit. The media reports what they want to report, what they are being paid to report by those with the money to pay the media. They're not exposing the truth. They're not reporting stories that could have a negative impact on the financial interests that contribute and keep that media afloat. Effectively, it is a broadcasting unit for those with the money to pay to have their demands, their motives broadcast to everybody. Their narrative gets broadcast. If you've got the money, you can pay to tell people what you want them to believe. That's all the mainstream media is. The more and more people start waking up to that, the more you'll see through the shit. But you need to have the ability to open your eyes, look at what is factually taking place, have the ability to see through the bullshit being fed to you, ignore what people say, make your own mind up by looking at what it is you are actually seeing, not what they are telling you is happening. Because Brundle, he'll tell you something that's going on. He'll tell you it's all so complicated. And I'll be able to explain those same things to you in quite a simplistic manner that you should be able to grasp. But rather than say, oh, okay, I understand what you're saying, that's quite a simple process, isn't it? Or do you go, oh, no, it's a really complicated process because Brundle said it was a complicated process. Simple minds. But one day, we hope you'll all wake up. But just a simple example of the fact that mainstream media for 2 years not even touched upon this. And then when they do, oh, it was revealed a month ago. No, it wasn't. Just like in 6 years' time, when they finally tell you that the 2021 season was fixed, oh, that's not new news then, because we know. And we know now, and fucking media is not revealing it because they are dirty, corrupt bastards. Anyway, that'll do for this one. See you soon.